Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Satisfactory, where today we are doing a little bit of walkway work. Walkway work over to just kind of across here up to the coal storage there, just so we can kind of keep an eye on what's going on, and also because it looks pretty cool. And then we're going to try and automate the next couple of processes. So the rotors and the modular frames, I think, is going to be the next main thing. One thing we do need to do. Oh, sneeze the hell out of me. But also pick what we're doing next. So we've got some object scannery stuff that we could do, I guess. I don't really know what the use of that is. Well, I suppose we can find them on the map. Let's do one of them. See how long it takes. They're of interest. Oh no, it doesn't tell me we haven't got any. Oh, did we drop them all? Oh, what's in this? Where? Oh no, that's my stuff. I'm looking at this thinking, what's all that stuff? It's what I've got on me. Never mind. Can we cancel that? Can we cancel it? Select milestone. Can we overwrite it? So we've got these jump pads. They look awesome. I've seen people make like really cool little stuff with them, but I don't think we're going to use much of them. And same with the colour gun, I'm not too fussed about that. Logistics Mark II, conveyor pole stackable, and that's going to be useful. The gun may be useful, and then then it just blows up. Then steel production completely changes the game, I think. So I don't think we're quite there yet. I'm going to go for these conveyor belts stackable, purely because I think it would be nice to be able to neaten up sort of this area here at the moment, where we've got stuff kind of, there's a bit we're going to be able to do here to really kind of neaten it up and make the processes. And also especially we're going to have a second row of storage as well that we've just started over there, because I don't want everything just in one long line. So I've decided that these 7 will then do another 7 on top. So we've got along here all the base resources apart from this one. This probably should be on the next one up. This is reinforced iron. So we're going to start over here with our rotors and things like that. So let's get a few of them in place ready while we've got the stuff we need for them. Okay, and that gives us a nice little row there. And then what we'll do is we'll have a walkway that we've just started here. Yeah, there we go. And that can come over here, and that's an easy way so that whichever floor we're on, so to speak. There we go. We can either come in here and get to there, or we can be on the walkway there and grab them, like so. Okay, so that's a nice, easy way of getting hold of all of our gear. This walkway then comes up to another floor, which eventually will be an opening. It's a little weird at the moment because the walls, like here, look, if we put a door in, like the door, I can't line the door up with the walkway, if that makes sense. Like I could if I did it from here. But that storage unit's in the way then. I suppose if we could lose that one storage unit, right, and then use you. Yeah, maybe this would make more sense. Let's try. Organisation, walkway, invalidating location. There we go. So the problem is we're going to have to get rid of these ones. That should be okay. Let's do that. Now I realise I've got loads of these outside, so we may have to go and redo all of them. But I would like it to also work nicely. So if we go, come on, there's nothing wrong with it being put there. We come up here and do it. Will that work better? There we go. Now here we're lined up with the door now, so this makes a bit more sense. So as long as we can put a doorway in here, let's have a look. Walls. Doorway right, I guess. Much better. There we go. Now it all ties in quite nicely. Okay, good. But unfortunately, all that I've done there is too high. But I mean, really, what we could do is we could have this become a T-junction one. So let's just get rid of that one for a moment. If we make this one a T-junction here. There we go, make sure it's the right way around. That way, yeah. And then we could have a ramp up to there. So that's all fine and dandy, and we haven't got to redo all that. And then we can have ramps down to here. There we go. So we can get out this way as well, because you've got to have lots of options of ins and outs, haven't you? But the main thing is, what I want to do today is get this all the way over to there. Basically means we haven't got to constantly run up the copper conveyor belt, which is what we were doing. So let's get just some regular walkway out. Oops, there we go. I think that's probably about as far as we can go with that before we need a ramp. Oh no, then we have to come back one. Make sure we're not stood on it. We'll come back two. And try the walkway ramp. There we go. Oh man, it's almost. Oh, look at that. Pretty much. I mean, this thing needs to move. What are you currently connected to? Down there. Okay, so what we're going to do, that'll shut everything down, so we're going to be quick here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Move that to here. And then that one up to there. There we go. Carry on, everyone. Why is not everything carrying on? Do we have to restart these ones? Yeah. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay, everything's back operational. And we've now got a walkway all the way across here. And what we could do is we could pop one of these out as a T and have a walkway that goes right across that way as well. So we never basically, we're never touching the ground is what I want eventually, to be able to just come up here and go burp, 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 do what we need to do. Problem is the things are a little high. The walkway is a little high. It's a shame we can't just peep over and grab stuff. But I think overall that's pretty good. And then we've got a big space here, is what I'm thinking, for us to start working on rotors and modular frames. We can make those. It's quite a big construction. My only problem is it is quite a big construction. It's going to take metal into like rods and plates, and then rods and plates into something. And I don't know whether we're going to get them both fitted in here, to be honest with you. But if we can get one of them, maybe. And then we've also got a metal over there as well that we can use and run the conveyor belt under like we have done here, you know. What I'd like it all to do eventually is just be able to come into here, right? Just come and stand here and just be able to get everything you want without any knowledge of what's going on behind that wall, basically, you know. I just love the idea of it all just ticking along behind the scenes, and here we are just with all of our storage lined up. I'm not wholly convinced on this walkway, to be honest. I think, to be honest, if we can get to both of these pretty easily, I think maybe we just keep it open on the ground floor. But I'll have a think about that one. Anyway, we can do a bit more work to this now. I've gone a bit too high, I think, on that. So let's take at least that one off. Probably keep that one. I think, as a roof for now, at least. There we go. That's mainly because I was struggling with this door here, so I was having to make a big old hole. But yeah, I think that's probably the way to go with that. Right, so let's have a look at this process then. What do we need for rotors and modular frames? So we've got modular frame. I think the rotor's the easier one because that's rods and screws. So what that'll need is a iron ore into iron bars. That iron bars into rods. That rods split into one rods and one screws, and then both of those put into a merger or whatever they call them. Okay, so that's probably easier than modular frame, which requires reinforced steel, woof, and also rods as well. That one's that's a big one. That's a hell of a lot of work making those. So we're going to go for rotors then. So rods and screws. Let's make sure we've got a bit of everything on us. We've got some plates, we've got some copper, we've got some cable, a little bit of concrete. Okay, we've got everything we need to start the process, I think. Oh, one thing we won't have is a mixer, a miner thing that we will need actually, a portable miner, because we'll need a portable miner to turn it into a Mark 1 miner. Okay, so we're going to run around the back today, just because this ladder's not fixed yet. This ramp isn't sorted. So we're going to start from way over here. I reckon we've got enough space to get one of these in up to a conveyor belt there. I reckon we have. Tempted to use this one, although it kind of shuts this one off. If we use this one and fill this space, then this one could always go over there eventually. Do something. Okay. So, let's see if we can do this as live. Miner, Mark 1. Encroaching clearance. What's encroaching the clearance of? That conveyor belt? Well, that's just made the mind up for us then, hasn't it? Okay, we're going to go here. Okay. So that's going to mine the ore. The ore is going to go straight into a smelter. We're going to keep this encroaching clear. Don't be encroaching clearance of things. What clearance are you encroaching? There. It's as close as you can get it. Right. And then we'll do conveyor belt in straight into there. That smelter is going to take the bars and turn them into rods with a constructor. So that's pretty simple to do. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now the rods need to get split off using a conveyor splitter. So again, we'll have them going into there. Oops. I know we need there, we need there, we need there. Okay. So we can go really ridiculously close with these things, but I want to be able to see in them a little bit what's going on. So there we go. Okay. No, not the pole, just the thing. There we go. Okay. That's going to split them off. So one side needs to come into another constructor here. Now this is going to be tricky because we've got to get the wire, the cable sort of back on itself almost. If we can get it to come through here, I don't think we're going to be able to. Yeah, we're going to have to move you a little bit further out, my friend. But that's okay. I'm always pressing that. And escape doesn't take you back out of it, annoyingly. So, constructor. Let's just take you a bit further out so we've got a bit of room to play with. There we go. That should now be able to do... Oh, there we go. I mean, that's a funky-ass conveyor belt, but if it does the job... And then, so half the rods go to make screws, half the rods come out, and rods and screws make rotors. Okay, so an assembler. Oh, he's the big one. He is the big boy. Come in here. We need some modular frames and some rotors. Okay, but then assembler goes up there. That's it, we're done. Alright, that wasn't actually so bad, I don't think. Like I say, I think that was the two, of the rotary frames and the other one, that is definitely the easier one to do. Let's, while we're here... Let's just get this this ramp sorted. Do we just come straight down, and we do like a... If we come straight down, we're probably encroaching on the space there, aren't we? Tell you what, there we'll do a turn. Like that. And then we'll carry on down with the ramp. There we go. One. I'm always a big fan of how they clip into the ground like that, so that it looks like it's really finished, you know. Okay, so we need some rods and some modular bars and some rotors ourselves. We have to make the things that we want to make, which is pretty crazy. We need some screws and some reinforced steel. Reinforced iron, excuse me. Which we should have a good supply of now, I think. Yeah, look at that. Hundreds, nice. See them there. And that's near enough full, so we'll take a couple of stacks of that. Now, I have seen some people do these huge automated storage units where they go up and conveyor belts take them all up, but I think once that's full of screws, I ain't going to need any more screws, am I? And if that process just calms down, then I'm alright with that, I think. Okay. Modular frame 12. Let's make all of those, and then we'll need to get... Oh, we'll need more rods, because they both use rods, look. So, we'll make 12 modular frame. Oh, there's seven rotors there. That may be enough for now. Let's just make those for now. That may be all we need. Let's have a look. Production... Assembler. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I can throw one of these. The other thing I see a lot of people do is completely make everything on foundations, which is probably good because you can really line everything up and make it look all neat, but... I don't know, again, I think that's a little bit ahead of where we are right now. Okay, we're going to even put this one on a bit of an angle, to be honest. I'm going to pop it like that. Oh, no, we're not. We're not going to pop it on an angle at all, actually, because we want it to run underneath this ramp that we've just built. So, can we run it nicely here? It's going to be on platform a little there because the ground's funk, but that should be okay. So now conveyor belt into one side, conveyor belt into the other side. Again, not too fussed about efficiency and stuff. I understand it's probably going to be waiting around for rods here, but I really want to just kind of... I'm happy once it's producing. I could just leave the game running a bit, you know. I'm not too fussed about that sort of thing. And then we got to go up to there. Now that's pretty crazy at the moment. We need some rods. We can just grab them from this side, can't we? We can be a bit cheaty. Come into our rods conveyor belt here and get a fair few of them. There we go. And output to about here, I think. Keeping it pretty neat. To about there. And boom. No, we can't do it to there because we got rid of the storage thing, didn't we, for the walkway? Okay. Did not mean to do that at all. Where was that going to? I'm gonna guess there, right? Now it's encroaching clearance, is it? That's what's happening here, is it? Now it's encroaching clearance. Ugh. Let's try that again. Power line to power line. Encroaching clearance. What is going on here? Oh no, it can't have been going to there. Where was it going to then? That looks right. Alright, I'll let you off. Sorry, game. Love you, game. Don't hate me, game. Walls, we need to get rid of this wall, get rid of that hole, because that's going to really bother me. Okay, and then put the wall back in. We're using that one, aren't we? Yep, go on. Yep, good. So now we need to get up to there. Okay, so, conveyor belt, boom. Let's get one of these in place. Oh, is that going to be okay? I don't think so. Nope, it's freaking out a little bit over that. Alright. Let's try that again, but a bit further out. That should be fine. No, still doesn't like that. Still a bit too steep. Okay. How about if we take it and place it in here? I want to just... There we go. Okay. And then that should be fine, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, round here. Oh, it's currently going to there, but we'll neaten that up a little. There we go. Get rid of all this. Boom. To go. Boom. Boom. Okay, pretty sure that's the setup. So the last thing we will have to do is just power it, I suppose. You're both full. You're not though, are you? So we can run one of you off. Okay, so let's go there. There. There, to be safe, we'll put 3 in. Okay, power line to you. To you. To you. To you over there. And you go to you. Okay. I think why we have wall door center here as a to-do list, I don't know. So you will now knock out iron. That iron will become iron ingots. Those iron ingots will become iron rods. Those iron rods will become half iron rods and half screws. And then those iron rods and those screws will become rotors. And we're off. Okay, it is a pretty slow process, but like I say, with the way the game really works, like if you want to really sort of min-max it, you use loads of these these splitters and stuff, and run loads of stuff into other stuff, and you have these huge machines. And I just don't think my head works that way. Unfortunately, I just don't think I've got it in me to kind of really figure that sort of stuff out. It's not how my brain ticks, unfortunately. Okay, so it's waiting on screws. They're coming pretty slowly, but I'm kind of interested to see. It takes 10 seconds to produce, so yeah, this is not going to be efficient at all. Although rods, it might keep on top of. It depends. What you want it to do is that the next set of stuff is there by the time it's finished producing. Boom. And at the moment, the screws aren't going to keep up with it. Although there was 6 in that time, so let's have a look. Next time. No, it's going to fill, isn't it? I'll tell you what, if we... This is a little bit of a bodge. But if we just fill it up with screws to start off with, it'll at least have a good chunk of a buffer. A good chunk of a buffer! Right, let's take a load of screws over to here. Because it looks like the rods it keeps up with. Looks like there's always enough rods there. So I'm gonna do that. And that should mean that this backs up. I mean, and it should be pretty full then, right? They're going in much quicker. It's tickling down, I think. Let's have a look when it produces this one. Yeah. So I mean, really, the problem there is that you can't get screws in quick enough, right? It's not quite getting rods in quick enough either. Okay. So the thing to do would be to speed up. Is this waiting? Right, is to speed that up with a thingy. I've got one of those actually. I think I've got a spare one that's currently sat in this biomass fuel thing that we're just not using anymore. Oh no, it isn't. I used it over. Basically, thinking about it, to do the same thing but with the reinforced iron plates. Actually, it was just speed up that iron ingot production to just get the machines all whirring a bit quicker. Like I say, I'm not. My head just doesn't work when it comes to that sort of high level efficiency. It's just it ain't my bag, baby. Okay, but what we can do is use some funky walls to kind of block this in. I've used a different wrap here, by the way. There's 2 different types of wall. as far as I'm aware, they don't do anything different. It's just a looks thing. But I thought if we do a band of that, it just keeps it a bit interesting, you know? Just keeps it a little bit interesting. There we go. Missing concrete. I got a load of concrete. So the other thing we need to start doing then is having a look at up here for what we need for logistics. We need those rotors, they're coming in. We need some plates, we need cable and wire. So we've got loads of plates and cable and wire, or we should have at least. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so we need 1,000 of that. There we go. We need 100 cable. We've most definitely got that. I was going to say that's got to be getting towards being full. And 20 of them. Boom. And the last thing we need is rotors. So if we come up here now, our rotors should be getting stored. No, they won't. I just thought why. Just thought why. Because, let's see if we can do it from here. Whoop. We haven't joined that tiny bit of conveyor belt up. There they go. Yay, look at them all. That's good. That's good. Okay. I keep pressing escape. So yeah, now can we do a little bit of conveyor belt? The problem is we're not going to be able to do it, are we? Because of this, basically. We can maybe do that. And then get rid of that. Right, okay. I've decided we're going to get rid of this walkway. I don't like it. I thought it would be good, but I don't think it is. So if we get rid of that, then I think the fact that it sticks out a little bit on the second layer of storage, we can say that's a feature, right? Because now when we're picking up stuff from here, we can go, oh yeah, look, rotors. I can see them there because this conveyor belt sticks over, unlike this one. Huh? Does that work as a thing? Okay, let's take those. Let's get this Logistics Mark II set up, because I think there's some cool stuff we can do regarding conveyor belts and that. So, let's have a look. You. Where are you? You. There, okay. So, just some rotors. We can knock out a few rotors here, couldn't we? Yeah. Go the old-fashioned way for a bit. Because, like I say, they'll just keep ticking over and getting made, but if sometimes you just need a couple, it is much easier to come in and get it done. So that's unlocked Logistics Level 2. Consider more vertically when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. Yes. Now, did something shut down then? I personally feel like I felt something shut down. No, we're making loads of power still. Everything's cooking on gas. Okay. So, let's have a look at these things we've just unlocked then. On logistics, is it? Yeah, conveyor pole. Conveyor pole with a fixed size that is stackable. So the problem is here, I think, is to get this up and running, we are going to have to get rid of a lot of structures and put them all back again. But I do think it's worth doing to kind of open up the floor a little bit. So let's start all the way over here with I mean, this is where they stack, and it's funky and nasty. So if we can fix this bit, that's a good start. So what are you? You're cable. So hold on a minute, cable. And hold on a minute, whatever you were. We need to take all of you right back. You're going all the way to there, are you? Okay. So let's have a look at this conveyor pole stackable. Let's bring this out here. Now, do you go on top of one of these? No. So how do you work then? So you just go on top, but we can put another one on top of you? Yeah, right, okay. So the first one... Okay, so the first one still runs along the floor. Okay. Oops. Resume the game. So, we get rid of you. And you for a minute. Right. And we run our conveyor belt here, which is going to be our first one that goes to here. Right. Oh, God, I've totally forgot now. What's in you? Cable. So, cable is coming from... here. Okay, yes, that's fine. So you can... Sorry, I didn't have to get rid of any of that. It has to start from an input or output. Okay, so boom, which brings you down to here. Okay, so you want to stay super straight all the way along here. Like that. And then we join you back up. Okay. And then we get some of our conveyor belt stackable poles here. Why are you telling me it's an invalid location now? Have we got to... You've got to put you first. I wonder if we have to put them first. Okay, well, we can just get rid of this. It's just this beam is the one that I'm worried about at the moment. So, conveyor belt pole stackable. So if we put you there, right? And then another one of you there. And then builds you through them both. Yeah. Okay, and then you are going to come back over to here. Where are you? There we go. Oh, no. Yeah, yeah. No, no, you put it the wrong way around. Good. Awesome start. Love the fact that we're doing it in the dark as well. Let's turn on our useless useless torch. Okay, so from here up to here. Yeah. There we go. And then from here to here. And then from here back into there. Okay, so has that helped? I mean, I guess. I guess it's helped a little. So what we can do next is the same thing with rods and wires, okay? Can we? Yeah, we can do the same with rods and copper wire. So, take that out, take that out. In fact, we're going to take all of this right back. Okay, to, yeah, here pretty much. In fact, maybe even a little bit more. Might as well go right back. And then this one is going to come out to here. Okay, that was a nice and easy one. That was pretty good. Okay, so if we can get rid of just that last little bit there as well. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now we go to our conveyor hole stackable. Okay, we get one there. It's a bit annoying that they doesn't seem to quite line up. They seem to sit in between the two, alright? And then another one here. Yeah. Okay. And then we join up. Yeah, join them back up like they were. conveyor belt too long. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay, that sorted copper out. And then we bring that up, hopefully fits up to here. Yeah. Okay. Are we going to have the too long problem again? No, 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 go on. Yes, there. Yeah. And then hopefully, because they're... Oh, they do clip a little. Okay, we can raise up the... We can fix that. We can fix that, because we can't have that. We can't have... I mean, I know it works as far as the game's concerned, but we can't have stuff clipping through like that. And then you go to over there, right? Alright, so what are you? You're just a random bit. And it's not really doing much for us. It's just neatening up these processes a little bit, you know? And that's all that we can really hope for. So I'd love it if you could hold a button to stand still on the conveyor belts. That would be kind of super useful. All right. Okay. So we need a 4 to about here, right? That goes that way and gets raised up to there. Then we need to take you away just momentarily. Thank you. And then hopefully... No, no, no. Other side. There we go. And then from there to there. Too steep. No problem. Get it here till it isn't too steep. Get in there, you. Alright. Alright. Do you know what? It doesn't look like we've done much there, but I do think we've... I mean, okay, so what we could also do... I mean, the event... Well, no, because the problem is all the inputs are on the same level. Because you could have all of these stacked up, right? All of them. And now they're in place. Is it easy enough to add on top of? Yes. Okay. So once they're in place, yeah, you can add on really easily. So if we do bring anything else over there, we can have it stack with these, and that'd be pretty good, right? Otherwise, I'd say it's a pretty good move to do that. The only other thing I would think about doing maybe is getting rid of this conveyor belt, just because I don't like the look of it, and sticking a vehicle process on here. But I don't know how it would work with having a second, because the vehicle process would have to be both copper and fuel, right? You'd have to go and pick up some fuel from somewhere. Unless, oh no, you have fuel inputted into there, don't you? Fuel. Ah. There's nothing in the truck station. And therefore, there is coal. Why is there nothing in the truck station? Truck is just having a chill. No, 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 get out. No, 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 I don't want to drive it. Vehicle. You've got no fuel. Now that's interesting. It ran out of fuel before it could get back over here. So let's just check what's going on over here then. Because we can't be having that. We can't have it run out of fuel. No, I don't want to drive it. I just want to have a look at it. Vehicle. So it's only got 6 fuel in the tank. I thought it automatically filled up there. I guess not. I guess we have to put fuel in here. So what we'll need to do, that's quite an easy fix. We'll just need to take that from there, that dodgy conveyor belt, which is a bit funky anyway, and put a splitter in. Right? So we'll split the coal here. So, conveyor belt from there. Oh, sorry. Conveyor belt from there to there. One of you goes into fuel. One of you, oops, goes into the inn. So I guess, yeah, it has to. I thought it would. I thought it was just finding the fuel from there. Now it's going to the fuel tank. So let's see. It may not. It may not get around again. Let's have a look. 'Cause we might have to do that on the other side as well. Siphon some off. Oh no! As long as it fills up on this side, it should be okay, shouldn't it? Let's take a stack just in case it won't make it. Head over this side and see where we're up to with it. Because it only had like 4 fuel. It may well not have made it back. But if it always fills up on that side, then we should be okay. It's hanging here at the moment, which makes me think it's run out of fuel. I don't want to drive the tractor. I want to open the workbench. There we go. Vehicle. Yeah, it's run out of fuel. Okay, so let's put 100 in it. Okay. Okay, I think that might have been the problem. It looks like it doesn't actually fill up from if there's fuel here, it doesn't fill up. It has to have that second input of fuel. So that's how you would do the copper, I suppose. You'd have to get some coal running to the copper. So let's have a think. What you could do. Well, you'd have to run a conveyor belt. You just end up with conveyor belts all over the place still anyway, wouldn't you? Unless you had another one. Another vehicle that ran stuff from here, because this has always got loads in it, I think, or will have once it's up and running. Yeah, look, this has got loads of fuel in it. So you could take some fuel from there. I don't know whether you can take some. It says take all or store all. No, I'm not. It's a little bit beyond me right now, I think. A little bit beyond me. So, I think, though, at least... Oh yeah, let's use our funky conveyor, funky walkways we set up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We've got that going in. That's a simple setup for rotors. I mean, the problem is you can see how slow they are coming out. There's what? There's only one on the whole conveyor belt. So... why have we got a real funky conveyor belt? Like, can we not just go from there straight up? That seems messy. Let's see if we can neaten that up a little bit. I'm sure there's a reason in my head why I did it. But, geez, that doesn't seem to be the most productive. Surely we can just come down to this. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, Jonty. Well done. But otherwise... kind of happy with what we've done today. We've kind of... screws are just backed up. Have we just genuinely filled up our screws? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not fussed with that because I don't think I'm ever going to need 153, 4, 6. I don't think I'm ever going to need 12,000 screws. So unless the eventuality of it is that we pump stuff directly into that, like a feed the beast kind of thing, you know, I think we're fine just having a big old full thing of that every now and again just conks out. Modular frames we can automate next time, I suppose. We've got a node over here that could do it. We've got a node over here we haven't actually touched, so we could we could bring it right around here, and then we could join on to this conveyor belt here that comes up over the screws all the way over all of this and into there. So I think that's probably the next episode. We'll we'll automate modular frames with a view to unlocking the next couple of tiers from this thing. Let's just have a quick look at what this needs. I can't quite remember. I can't remember what the next lot wanted. Because look, you can pump stuff direct into this eventually, which is going to be interesting. But for now, yeah, modular frames, 500 of them, and motors. Motors, we haven't even got rotors yet. Well, no, we've just automated rotors. So what I'm imagining motors are rotors plus something. I imagine we're probably not going to automate them straight away. We'll probably just make, to get that set up, we'll probably just make them. And then we're really going to have to start looking at branching out because we're using a lot of what we've got there. Let's have a look. Rotors. We can't even make motors yet. So how do we do motors? Tier 2, jump pads, colour gun, no. Tier 3, rebar gun, no. Tier 4, steel production. It uses steel. The motor creates a mechanical force which is used to move things from machines to vehicles. Yeah, that's a big step up. So at least we can get... Yeah, we need to get these things done, don't we? It only needs 10 of them and 50 of them. Yeah, okay. Next episode, they're modular frames. That's what we'll work on. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Jonty Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you to all of our Patrons. They make these videos possible through their generous support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links to get yourself some cheap games and other goodies while supporting the channel at the same time. Links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.